Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with some sort of spider. This looks like a bloody insect, spider, or however they are called, right? I can imagine bloody 6 to 8 legs on the side, and we can call it Black Widow. This is how it looks like, but now the question is it good? Armor-wise, fellas, this vehicle is pretty bad. If you are playing hold down with -7 degrees of the gun depression, yeah, maybe it can work, but overall it feels pretty bad on the flat ground, okay? Just to say that straight, I honestly have no clue how am I going to play with this to bounce some shots, right? But still, maybe it is a good sniper schnitzel. Fellas, this tank has worse gun handling than ISU 152K. The hidden stats, or I suppose to say the dispersion while you're moving, tank traverse, turret traverse, that feels pretty bloody bad, fellas. So let's start from the start. 630 alpha damage compared with a typical XM57F 400 alpha damage. And ISU, because it has a big boy alpha, 750. Now, dispersion overall, yeah, it looks pretty bloody awful. Moving tank stats, it looks pretty bad as well where the gun handling goes, right? From the stats, fellas, and plus on top of that, awesome 24 kilometers per hour speed. Guys, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this vehicle looks like a stinker from the paper, okay? But we are not going to judge the tank from the paper. We are going to give a proper chance for a tank. We will try to look at everything from a bit different direction, and we will try to find some good features, right? But honestly speaking, fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, honestly speaking, it feels... where the paper goes, it feels very, very, very brutal and very, very bad. Skill from the future. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you will see 4 live games that I played for initial opinions, and you will see 2 best games out of yesterday's stream whenever I am playing with this tank and trying to figure out what is up with this tank. And you know what? Looks like my initial opinions were right. Yeah, I kind of love this mother trucker. Have fun, enjoy yourself, and I think this is one of the better tanks that you can get in the boxes. Anyways, let's teleport straight into the video. Okay, we are in the first game. I mean, for real, whenever I see this tank, I am thinking about the bloody tarantula spider. This is how I see this tank, and you know, I think this is very, very appropriate camo for this tank as well. Now, for this alpha damage, let's see how long it will take for us to reload. Oi, oi, Bloom, this is with heretical mode, Bloom, fellas. Bloom looks pretty big, 14 seconds reload time as well. Oi, 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 oi. I would love to say something nice, but unfortunately there is nothing nice to say, at least at this point, right? I mean, alpha damage. Let's appreciate alpha damage at least. 630 alpha, that's okay. 270mm of penetration with a standard ammunition, that's okay. 900 shell velocity with a gold, it has 1100 shell velocity. I'm really not sure can you actually brawl with this tank, or you need to treat this tank as you would not have absolutely any armor whatsoever. Because more I think about it, more I want to believe that it is one of those tanks when armor isn't a thing, if you know what I mean, right? At least this is how it feels like to me at the moment. It's okay, relax, take it easy, we are feeling pretty okay. And what we want to do, we want to try to climb up here like a bloody spider, fellas. Like a bloody spider. That's what we want to do. Definitely not the fastest mother trucker in the world of tanks, but it's okay. With a bit of the wiggle, I failed doing that. I know that you can climb here even with a slow tank, so that's okay. We are going to give another go because this is the dangerous part for us and for our team, right? So let's try to go for round number 2 and let's try to push more to the right side now. Left side, right side, left side, good. We are up, we are feeling okay, and we are feeling Gucci. I need to practice this more so I can do that every and each time, but it's okay. I cannot complain about this. Now, let's aim for beautiful penetration. Nice. 600 in the face, that looked great. I cannot complain about the gun handling at this point. That is a big boy alpha damage straight into the face of this mother trucker. How about this? Another 600 in the face. Very, very nice. Very nice. I look at this tank as a mid-range combat mother trucker, right? You are sitting via quite a distance and you are just simply trying to make sure that enemies would regret their life choices, right? Penetration-wise, penetration is pretty big, 270 with a standard penetration, come on. This is nothing to complain about and this is nothing to bad to say about overall, right? So we are feeling okay. How about this Mr. IS-6? Swiper, good luck for Swiper to hit our weak spots. This is okay. I am trying to find better angle. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shot towards the IS-6. That is okay. And now we are just simply sitting here, hold down and trying to get as much use as we physically and possibly can over there. He still has 2 left in the magazine, but I don't really think I care about that. I have a feeling that I want to get involved and I have a feeling that I want to just simply keep punishing this liberty, right? This is what I am thinking. Just because we have a humongous alpha damage, we can say hello. Kaboom, another 600 in the face. Very, very, very beautiful and very good. Soon, Swiper should reload. And whenever Swiper will reload, there is a big chance that this mother trucker is going to peek sideways like this. This is exactly what I'm looking for and this is exactly what I need, but I think his game is over already. Honestly speaking, in certain situations, I can see this tank working okay. You see, paper definitely scared me significantly more than what this tank is doing. Because looking into the paper, it feels like you shouldn't be able to hit a single shot with this tank, right? And after the first game, I mean, come on. We definitely cannot complain and we cannot say, oh, this tank is useless pile of kaku. Sure, paper-wise it looks bad, okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat it, I'm not going to say, it's okay. No, it looks pretty bad on the paper. But now, you know, paper isn't that important. The most important thing is how the tank is feeling like in the game. And in the first game, with the right decision, while playing hold down in the mid-distance, it felt okay. It felt okay. So skill, from the first impressions, would you say that this tank is awesome? No. Would you say that this tank is one of the best tanks in the world of tanks? No. Would you say this tank is worth to get? No. But in the first game, the tank feels average. Let's put that in this way. I'm not even considering to put it into the great category or good category, right? Whenever I'm looking into this mother trucker, what I am thinking either average or either below average. But once again, give it a go. Let's give the tank proper go without complaining and without saying that it is the worst tank we ever played, right? I just want to give it a chance. That's all I care about, that's all I am looking for, and that's all I want to see. I want to give this tank a chance. That's all there is to say. Okay, beautiful. We slap this mother trucker. That's good. I do not really want to drop down, but I don't really think I have any other choice. And we are dead. It's okay. Nothing to complain about, nothing to cry about overall. It is completely okay for a very first battle. I am surviving this. Not horrible. I was expecting significantly worse. Okay, good fellas, good. Okay, we are back after first game. 3.8 thousand damage. 3.8 thousand damage, 1000 assisting damage, second class, high caliber. I was expecting significantly worse, fellas. And we have 87,000 profits as well, and that's actually pretty good. Good. Although I haven't paid for ammunition, and the price for one ammunition round is 1.6 thousand. So pretty much that means shooting gold will be, since gold is not that much more expensive, shooting gold is actually pretty decent choice and pretty decent option as well. Okay, round number 2, mines and counter battle. Let's see, now we are going to be able to fight against the heavy tanks in a way, in significantly closer distance, right? So this is another test to the certain extent for this tank, what this vehicle can do and how it feels like or how it looks like. It's hell of a slow tank, fellas. It is hell of a slow tank, and we are using the turbo as well on this vehicle. And I would love to use the improved aiming unit to make accuracy significantly better, but I just simply cannot do that. I cannot overcome the speed. So yeah, meanwhile, I'm going to load the gold ammunition at this point, and we are going to test something out. As you can see, we met Vaka, and Vaka will scream, fellas. Vaka will scream. Alpha damage. Oh boy, would you look at this alpha. Would you look at this alpha, fellas? Meanwhile, we have met Kiliana, and we do not give donkey ass about Kiliana. This tank doesn't give a donkey ass about Kiliana armor or something. The armor isn't going to be a problem to penetrate. I think the biggest problem which this vehicle is going to have to hit its shots. If we are hitting, I think we are feeling pretty well. Kiliana is going straight up home. Not a big deal, not a problem, nothing too crazy, nothing unusual. We are just feeling pretty well. Now we are getting involved even more, and we don't give a donkey ass about this tank armor. Okay. I understand this tank point, and I understand this tank strength. Fellas, I understand this vehicle point, and I understand this vehicle strengths overall. Trash 103, how are you doing? 700 in the face. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. You are going in front like you don't give a donkey ass about anything, and you are just slapping enemies in the face. Even though armor feels bad on the paper, even though armor looks bad on the paper, you just do not trust paper, you don't trust the accuracy on the paper either, and you are just simply trying to make sure that you will punish absolutely every and each mother trucker that you are going to meet in the game. Obviously, guys do not know yet the weak spots of this vehicle, so we need to keep this in mind as well, right? Later on, it can be significantly worse, but at this point, I do not hate this tank. I would put this tank probably to the average category, at least in this situation, until I will figure out more about it. I don't think it is the game changer vehicle or something, but you can see that yourself. It's not a rocket science what I am doing. It is not a rocket science, fellas. I am just being aggressive with this, right? I am just being aggressive with this tank, and it feels pretty okay. It feels pretty fine, but we need to keep in mind that not everyone knows how to penetrate it yet. But I think key to success is going to be second line or the first line where aggression scale goes. Not sniping with this tank, just being aggressive. 4.5 thousand damage, 700 assisting damage, 2 kills, solid ace wanker, high caliber. I am feeling glad and happy how I play this game, and we made 59,000 credit profits, although I spammed a lot of APCR ammunition just to check it out, and honestly, it's not a bad deal to spam this, right? It is not bad situation to spam APCRs. Think about it in this way. You are getting significantly better penetration on 45, plus on top of that you are getting 200 shell velocity, and you are paying pretty much 2.5 times more. It is not that bad of the deal, fellas. Those are the tanks with which gold spam is actually pretty reasonable choice, at least looking into this. Okay, third game, Pilsen standard battle. And one more thing, fellas, to highlight where this tank goes. I understand that the gun handling is going to be trollish. I understand that. But for a play that I am getting, that I am making, right? How am I getting involved into the games and whatnot? I feel like it just fits my playstyle significantly more than, let's say, Contradicious. With the Contradicious, I would not even put them into the same category or same tier. This feels okay. So, in the end of the day, it's probably going to be either average tank or either... I would say... I won't say or either. I am aiming for rating this tank average vehicle, because I think I have a bit of the luck where the games goes as well, right? I cannot say that, oh, I'm so bloody unlucky and I cannot say that. I am pretty lucky. I am pretty lucky with the matchmaking and how I play the game. So let's see. And it's very slow, and slow tanks, you know, it's significantly better to play the Turtle or TS5, in my humble opinion, right? So it can't be rated that well. Meanwhile, what do we have? We have Skoda. I am going for a snapshot. Unfortunately, I missed the shot. That's to be expected, considering that this gun handling isn't the finest and isn't the best. Right? I cannot complain about this, and I need to accept my responsibility. Looking into this, can I penetrate this mother trucker hold down? Unfortunately, I could not, so I'm loading the gold ammunition instantly. I am going to load the gold ammunition. I think this is the right play with this tank. It's just not worth to take the stupid risk, if you know what I mean. I am pretending that I do not look into the Skoda. Actually, I don't look into the Skoda. I don't really care about him. What I care about this Emil. If it is possible. Unfortunately, it is impossible. Skoda is speaking. We are saying hello for him. Boom, snapshot, 600 in the face. So now Skoda will reconsider his life choices before peeking, at least in my humble opinion, right? He should definitely think twice. Good. Oh, Sue. I don't really care. Sue is dead. Yeah, it has some things to offer. I cannot say that this vehicle is completely useless. Alpha damages a king to a certain extent, right? Yeah, absolutely, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely. Oh, that was an interesting one. I just bounced the turret or even the neck of a XM57, but what can you do? It's okay. I need to be humble and I need to accept it. And in this situation, we are just making pressure and we are trying to get some more meat. I do not hate this tank. And I know I could have been significantly more aggressive here as well, right? So I can accept my responsibility in a way for being simply too passive. I do not hate this tank. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I do not hate this vehicle. I can tell you that much. No, Alpha is a king. Kaboom. 630 in the face. People will be afraid to trade with this tank. I can tell you that much. 100%. People will be paranoid to get punished by that much penetration, right? And I wouldn't say that the gun handling is absolutely pile of Kaku, considering what is the alpha damage. I would even go as far to say that I would rather play with this than I would rather play with ISU. Obviously, I may be a bit too biased considering how good of the first games we have with this tank, so we are going to play one more, right? But truly, I do not hate this tank, fellas. I do not hate this vehicle, and I truly think that it has potential and it can perform. So far, very, very, very nice. Way better than I expected. This is what I am talking about when I'm saying don't look into the stats. You're looking into the stats and you are afraid of playing with a tank, and after that you are actually playing with a tank. One game, second game, third game, whatever, and you are feeling like you are fish in the water. You are feeling like you are just simply enjoying it and you are having a great time, right? Wow. Weird, fellas. Very, very, very weird. I did not expect to like this tank, purely from the stats, but you know, once again, don't look into the stats, look into the gameplay and try to figure out how it looks like, right? 3000 damage, 2,200 assisting damage, solid ace wanker, that is very, very good, first by experience and first by the damage, and we got ourselves 72,000 profits as well, which is very, very nice. So far, we are playing with this tank for 3,700 average damage, 1,300 assisting damage, crazy. Let's go for one more. Okay. Studzianki encounter game. Fourth battle. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do with this mother trucker. I believe it's fair that we are going to play in the heavy line. We will try to stay hold down to the best of our ability for obvious reasons, right? We will try to punish every and each mother trucker who is trying to pick. Also quite obvious and quite makes sense. Yeah, it is very, very, very enjoyable, I would even say. I would even say very enjoyable. I am shocked, fellas, how much I like it. I am shocked how much I like this tank, because I truly expected the worst. The fact that you are ignoring the armor of enemies to a certain extent, right? It's absolutely glorious. It is absolutely glorious, fellas. I really, really, really like this part. I really like this part. At this point, I am just simply waiting until this Grom would try to move in front, and I'm paying attention what is happening here, right? If we are going to see the Grom peeking, we would slap him, but I don't really think he's going to peek. I do not really think he's going to peek. So what we need to do, we need to get involved ourselves, or just a bit more. I don't need too much. Just a bit more. Just a bit more. Come on, peek. Come on. But I should not fire to this mother trucker in this way. It's okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to relocate a bit. It's completely fine. As you can see, fellas, we have a medium tanks that are paying a humongous attention. What is this bloody Black Widow in a way, right? We can definitely say that. Hi. 600 in the face. You are ignoring all armor. You are pretty much ignoring all armor whenever you are playing with the tanks like this. And if this guy is speaking again, he's taking another 600 in the face. Very, very, very beautiful. Better than I ever would have thought looking into the stats. Truly. Okay, what do we want to do? We want to try to snipe towards mother truckers over there, right? That's what we want to do. Obviously, I'm aware of that enemies may have some light tanks in the middle. I know, I'm aware of that. I see that trash 103, by the way. Let's try to punish this gentleman. Aiming, gaming. Let's go for it. Another 600. You are not even feeling how fast this damage is racking up. You are looking at this, you have made one shot and you already have like 600, you know? You made another shot, you have another 600. Very, I am very impressed with this tank. I am extremely impressed with this vehicle, fellas. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, what do we want to do now? We want to get involved, but in a bit different way. We want to get closer over there. We will try to play hold down to the best of our ability. We have some sniper schnitzels in the back. I think this could work just fine. I don't think that we are going to meet too many folks with a lot of armor, so I am feeling good as well, right? We can load the standard ammunition at the moment. And Hawk, how are you doing? 600, 600, 600, 600, 600. And you know, the fact that enemies can bounce once in a while is also pretty powerful, at least in my humble opinion, right? You don't need to have the armor of the TS5 or T95, whatever that is, right? It's enough to have a bit of the armor to make enemies aim for your weak spots, and you have this time gap to peek, do damage, and hopefully escape without taking damage back, right? At least this is how I look into all of this. Bad aim. I definitely cannot complain about this. That was bad aim. Meanwhile, would you look at that? Doesn't really matter. I am feeling very, very good with all of this. We are hitting him for another 600. Now we are ignoring this Panther in the back. Even though he has a great DPM, it changes absolutely nothing. Now we need to eliminate this gentleman from the game, right? We eliminated him, or I supposed to say our team eliminated him. That's good. And we are sitting alright once again. And we are sitting alright once again. This tank is my tank, fellas. This tank is my tank. Absolutely amazing vehicle. Once again, I was so paranoid by the stats that it is going to be absolutely disgusting, and now I play it. I am trying to think like a bloody widow, and we are having the best time ever. We are enjoying ourselves. High explosive on because we can. And we are saying hello for 900. And we are saying hello for 900. Absolutely ridiculous, fellas. I like it. I like it so much, fellas. I like it so much. Ooh, who could expect that? Okay, let's see the score. And we are back, fellas. I fall in love with this tank. I like it. I like this vehicle. I had a lot of fun. 4.7 thousand damage, 1.6 thousand assisting damage, ace wanker, high caliber. I enjoy playing with this tank. For me, it fits my style and I like it. 84,000 profits. I am going to rate this tank average on the index page, but I personally like it, and I have a feeling that I will enjoy this tank the most out of all Clan Wars, not Clan Wars, sorry, the loot boxes, river tanks, or gambling tanks, however you would call this. Beautiful. I enjoyed it. Average performance, 4,000 average damage, 1.4 thousand assisting damage. I love this little mother trucker. I never thought I'm going to admit love to the spider, but here you go. Playing with it, and I had a great time playing with it. Yes, it is slow. Yes, it is not the best armored. Yes, it is inaccurate, but it just simply worked. So yeah. Imagine time zones if skill broke and the no, it's not the case. It is not the case. I usually double check the things. I am asking for gaming employee. like I did today, at 2 o'clock, I messaged our gaming employee and I asked, is it correct that we can stream with new tanks in 1 hour? Everything, I am doing everything by the book, fellas. And you know, whenever you served in the military, you are getting used for doing everything by the book. If you served, you know. If you served, you know. So those 5 high tier in the boxes, no other high tier tanks, no other high tier tanks, only those 5. Damn, new contradicious tanks is trash. It's not only you get punished wanting to shoot the double mobility and accuracy, you get no benefit of having 2 guns like other double barrels. Yes. That's horrible. That tank is horrible, Prince Charming. That's what I said. That's what I said in my YouTube video as well. If you want to see contradicious in action at this point, please type !YT. It's fucking brutal. Can you show ammo stats? Oh yeah, absolutely. 630 alpha damage, 270 millimeters penetration with the standards. This is amazing. 270 penetration with a standard ammunition. That's fucking great, okay? That's fucking great. Alpha damage 630, 900 shell velocity. Now, if you load APCR, you get 315 millimeters of penetration plus good shell velocity. And you know what is the case as well? You will be surprised. I think with this tank you can spam the full fucking gold because the price between the standard and gold ammunition is not that fucking crazy. What do I mean by saying this is, think about it in this way. Whenever you pay with for standard ammunition 1.6 thousand, I mean, it's expensive for standard ammunition, isn't it? And you can get gold ammunition. You can get gold ammunition for 4.8 or something like this. It's just... And you have significantly better... And you have significantly better penetration and whatnot, right? It just simply doesn't... It is even more worth it to go with a gold ammunition because the price difference isn't that big, you know? Do you follow me? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what is happening in my head? Does it make sense what I'm saying? And it can't get nerfed. Wargaming do not nerf premium tanks, no. How much gun depression I need to check? You can check it out yourself, ! Index. It's not a sniper schnitzel, by the way. This tank isn't a sniper schnitzel. Just to be 100% transparent, right? Are you going to open 250 or 500 boxes? I do not know. Yeah, this is not a sniper. This is not a sniper, fellas. It is not a sniper. Can't find this on index, you can.
Enemy armor is damaged.
You can find everything on index, my man. Is it a sniper? No. It is not a sniper, but you need to keep in mind that the alpha damage is pretty fucking sick for this tank, right? It's not a sniper and keep sniping. Shh. You know what? We will humble the Grom. Are you ready to humble the Grom? Watch this. We will humble the Grom. How about that? I don't mind. We can trade, you little bitch. We can trade. Why this tank isn't moving? Because he's AFK.
They're knocked out.
The worst thing about this tank is the speed. The worst thing about this tank is speed, hands down. Armor doesn't look good on the paper, but it works. You will see that. I will show that to you from the stats. Give me a sec. It's not a sniper.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
It is not a sniper. This AFK tank is fucking me up. Fellas, I'm getting fucked by AFK tank. Holy fucking shit, the playstyle of this gentleman. Danuna. No. No gun depression, it's okay. Let's hit here. Fellas, the closest fight ever. The closest fight ever. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, kurva! The closest fight ever. We are beating the living crap out of him. High explosives, no! We are about to fuck him up, fellas. Fellas, I believe in this shell. I believe.
We didn't even scratch them.
Oh, yeah.
Fellas, we got this.
We didn't even scratch them.
Fellas, believe! Hey! We did it! We did it! Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I present you... Whew! The best sniper tank in the game. The best sniper tank in the game.
Penetration.
3K blocked for T30, probably even more than that. Probably more than that.
Destroyed.
I like this tank. I would go as far as to say I love this tank. I would go as far to say that I love this tank. I really enjoy this. YouTube video which we are going to have with this thing for tomorrow. I said that the tank is average in my opinion, but fuck me backwards, it works, even though it has bad things on the paper. Even though it has bad things on the paper. This is what we are listening to. There you go. And this is not like it's a fluke and this is the first game I played with this tank. Not a chance. Check how much damage T30 blocked. Yes, Captain. I guess it would have been 400 alpha. If it would be in 400 alpha, it would be bleh. Ace Wanker, Steel Wall, High Caliber, Solid Ace, 6.2 thousand damage, 4 kills, 300 assisting damage, T30. He was useful bit he was useful bit of his team, fellas. 4.4 thousand blocking damage. What I mean to say by saying this, it's not like it's my only one game which I played with this tank. And sure, this first game is better than my average performance, but I liked this tank a lot. It's the new US Tank Destroyer branch. I haven't seen anything in the index. It is Lootbox tank. It is Lootbox tank, my man. It is Lootbox tank.
I'm in your debt.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. G650 driver, you sweet magnificent mother trucker. Thank you very much for very, very generous 5 gifted. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you very much, my man. Lootbox tanks are announced and the dropped. We are testing them live. We are testing them live, fellas. How much do you need to get the 3rd mark on this? I do not know and I don't really care. I am testing this not for 3rd mark of excellence. I'm just playing with the tank, so I will know how to rate this vehicle in the index page.
Truck hit.
This is why we are going like this.
Penetration.
We are testing the things, fellas. So, whenever you will get the tank, you will get the tank with the proper ratings as well. Okay, that's not the smartest choice.
Penetration.
I think it is a strong tank. It is a brawling tank. And I truly think it is a strong one. But speed could be a bloody handicap for rating the tank good. You know? Speed can be handicap for rating this tank good in the index page. You know? Fellas, my mission is to figure out the things about those mother trucking tanks.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
And I'm not spamming gold here. Keep this in mind. I'm not spamming gold. What is penetration of this gun? 270, sir.
Enemy is hit.
The speed is only one question mark for me. Speed is only one question mark for me, fellas. And by saying the question mark is how that can affect the rating, right? It's not epic tank. Hands down, it is not epic tank, fellas. It is not an epic vehicle. It is not an epic tank. Can you side scrap for this? You can see the 3D model in the index page easily, so you will see how armor looks like. Turtle also slow, right? Yes. Turtle is also very slow. Ammo rack. Okay, not ammo rack.
Penetration.
It's okay. Gun handling for this particular alpha damage, we need to keep this in mind as well. We are talking about the alpha damage, right? Long reload, it is long reload, but alpha damage. What kind of traits you can do? What kind of traits you can do with this? And I don't think that it is the hardest tank to play with either. I don't think it is the hardest tank to play either. Just press W key. It's not as simple as to press W key. It is not as simple as that, but it's not unbeatable armor, fellas. It is not unbeatable armor. This is the thing. L2, fellas. L2. Fartable mother truckers. Very confusing and very interesting tank. Skill, what do you like more, winter or summer? The best temperature for me is 25 degrees. 25 degrees for me personally is the best temperature. Explosive on. I need to go for a base defense at this point. I think this tank can work even I am a newbie. It can. It can. Definitely it can. This guy's a pussy, he will go from here. Right? Let me know from where is he going. Aladdin is coming from the butthole, that's the problem. How long stream delay? None. There is no delay. No! You fast mother trucker! This tank has potential, fellas. This tank has such a bloody potential. This tank has potential. Whew. It is not a bad tank, but it's not ideal tank, right? It is not a bad tank, and it is not a ideal tank. Oi, 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 oi. That was good, fellas. That was good. What do you think? How we can rate this mother trucking tank? What is your call on this? Overall rating. Overall rating. Epic is not an option. A lot of people are saying 4. It is a strong bitch. It is a strong bitch, fellas. It is very strong bitch. 7 kills, 6,000 damage, 400 assisting damage. I could have played this game better as well, but, you know, I'm not going to cry over this.